to the Hardpoint for now. OpTic still swarming, but absent from finding any early time.
Okay, all right, C9, guns are hot. Focus off to a 2-1 start, make it 3-1 start. ARs are firing, SMGs are creating space. So far been basically perfect here at the P1 of managing the spawns, because OpTic, with specifically out of shots, he just late pitching over towards White Wall. He tried to flip them on the preferred side, but Cloud9 have been able to manage this. So far, so good here at the P1.
Indeed, indeed. And they've got a pretty good rotation look over towards 2. Nezra in some trouble will fall. Hook with the trade. At least allows an opportunity for OpTic to fight over the top of the time. Ocus up top, almost able to lock down one, but no, largely blindsided. And OpTic will play a little bit of recovery after largely getting pushed around on P1, and they are set up pretty perfectly here for 2.
Okay, so Cloud9, can they get their first break attempt successfully underneath their belt? As they find the opening kill, just hide a little bit too aggressive on the pinch, gives up his life for free. Now you turn it into a 2v2.
And with that win through mid-map, rotate over to 3 first.
Yeah, and that's where Cloud9 just have to show drastic improvement very quickly versus some of the best teams in the game. You cannot go one-on-one. When we find the opening kill, we need to overwhelm them with our numbers. But when you force one-on-one gunfights versus players like this, you're most likely not going to lead to a break. And now OpTic have an opportunity to chain that ending of P2 to this P3 and blow the game wide open.
And this is an identity moment right now. If you're a Cloud9 fan of, does this team have something to show us in terms of what do we do when we need to break? You know, those are the conversations that are still ongoing right now. If you're a new team like Cloud9 and they do well to at least contest some of the time and push OpTic back to a 50-50 fight after the setup was so convincing, but largely the second hit has not developed. Nastie and the rest of OpTic locking things down perfectly, and that little pinch route from MERCULES will pretty much guarantee the time and start working on some pressure to new.
Yeah, so now potential chance to chain P2 to B3 and trying to clear out some space in the middle of the map, but Cloud9 are fully set up.
Yep. First points that we've seen since P1 though for Cloud9 largely. Hyde, nice moment there, wins back to field, and this is a pretty solid setup. If you take a snapshot of it, it's just down to do you get the reads and do you win your gunfights. And Ocus is a little bit surprised by the OpTic hit around the side. Now the fight going up top, and that is in the first break attempt, a successful break for OpTic. The spawns and the hill go their way.
Yeah, it's just the first time it works out. Leads to OpTic getting a good chunk of time here. Now at the P5, so 30 seconds to fight for. All of C9 trying to break through the middle of the map. The nuke is watching the back line. You have Shotzi aggressive up through plane, just needs to win his one-on-one. But they are setting up the plays to perfection to walk right into the pre-armor of Hook. Another 4 dead, a 60-point lead and climbing, and OpTic have flipped him to the backside of green.
Yeah, the moments where OpTic have been bounced out have been very small and very far between. Hook is 17.
What's up again? Top wood, top wood.
Kid's still on me. He's there side tap. There's 2. One shot tap. One shot tap. They're all weak on me blue. They're all weak. They're all weak.
What's up? Dead. You could. I think I'm one more shot.
Wait, are you spawning on me?
You stop with me.
Yeah, on me green. Dead.
Guys, one's a bottom blue. Broken, one's broken. I'm starting now. You want top blue?
Top broken on me. Yo, going backwood.
One's top, encourage. Top, and one's intercept.
Watch out this ant. Watch out this shit. Nice ant. Yo, top wood.
Nice little comedy moment right there from Shotzi getting his calf raises done on the second floor of the staircase, just kind of popping it, trying to look for the knife, but off the spawn, OpTic just handling business. Nice shots from Hook, 22 and 14 on the old time at 2. Rotation to 3, received it all. They say, hey, come on in, water's fine. It's just a little too simple. And again, we're gonna run out of lifeline here to kind of give some copium to this Cloud9 roster, but at this point, through a couple of weeks worth of action and whatever time they had before the season restarted here, it's just these moments in Hardpoint, like talking about like what is our setup going to look like halfway through the hill? What is our break setup going to look like if we don't have the rotation win? Like those things are going to be difficult to really frame up, and for a team that we have yet to see on Scar, that's what's really hurting them right now. Just absolutely frying. So
yeah, this is what you expect though, Al, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's one of them series, everybody's got a 1.5.
Yes, seems to be the case. So Cloud9 little lifeline here at the end, moving over to P1, but that wipe will pretty much determine it. And yeah, I mean, is there a misevaluation there, Jay? I feel like in new teams, they come together, there's 3 things you worry about. What do our break setups look like when we lose rotation?
Thankfully, I've been able to watch these guys the last couple of days, and just like S&D Chows, they play with each other, if it's 2v2, 3v3, so they should have the chemistry, but MERCULES finds the first blood still.
And look at this. Merc will back away. Shotzzy will step in, knowing that he's in a good spot to watch this rotation. But Okus sniffs that out first. Good awareness there. So the 3v3. But trying to retake through the scope of Dashy could be difficult. Gets one, says that's good enough. Backs away, has a chance at another. But sees the info. Hyde will be traded. And then over the top of the bomb. Yeah, you're talking about the best pistol player probably in the league right now. A couple of opening headshots makes it easy to follow up on. Now we're going to get a little bit of a burst over. Oh, and Shotzzy just, dude, that is so dirty. Like between the shingles and like how the sun hits the roof, it puts him in a very obvious yet not obvious spot. Good trade though for Nezra. Keeps us 3v3 plus a follow-up here from Okus. We'll have the B side open.
Yeah, now Okus is giving the information to the teammates. This B side might be open because we got the kill on the opposite side. They most likely rotated back.
Whoa.
But now that you find that frag all the way in the backside of Dojo, it's a 1v3 for Merc. But he has an angle.
And that's going to be the bomb carrier down. Tags are out. Able to get the second. No way.
Oh, my.
Oh! In the Hellstorm, man. That's a freebie. No, doesn't have it. Not quite there. So now he just needs one more thing.
Yeah, he still knows Hyde's here. I just got the kill on this side, so he has to be close towards us, but just going to disengage with his teammate dropping.
Oh, man.
Dashy has info onto Nezra, but only a pistol in hand, and Nezra's just going to turn around and play the corner and get the better of Dashy. But once this bomb plant goes down, Hellstorm earn, and can MERCULES have another clutch?
1v2 this time. Technically easier. Oh my gosh, if he decides to full wrap this. Oh dude.
Man.
This kid's situational awareness is next level. Knows that these guys are new, likely going to play on top of one another. You knew Dashy was chasing one. Unbelievable. Does he get an angle? Unbelievable. Now to the 1v1. Hyde. Gonna try to hop for it. Merc. Jumps, checks, has the what do you say?
Can't say nothing now.
Revel in the majesty of what we're watching. Hook, set nade, plus a follow-up. I mean, it just feels like we're checked. It just feels like we're completely checked. Nothing's working for Cloud9. They're going to try to desperately back away, and OpTic are just holding down the left stick, saying we're just better. Yep. If he pistol whips this guy.
Oh, damn. MERCULES had to kill him with a stun. That's the reason why Dashy dies there. Just going to keep him alive, but the bomb is getting planted. They're setting up Shotzzy on the late pitch.
Yep, and Shotzzy got around the backside of Hyde. So now he's just green pastures maybe, but turns, not able to get the burns. So now 3v2 for Cloud9. Time ticking under 30 seconds though. And Merc still has yet to die. Here comes the play then through 10. Semtex queued up. Easy read. Okus, the rest of the gang follow through, and okay. It'll stop at 10 for MERCULES, and Cloud9 will get around.
Ah, good stuff out of maybe three.
Maybe three, true, because the 1v2 afterwards, you know, you're right. Whoa! Okay, we've got set nades on set nades. And that is just the perfect read right there. And that's one of those moments where, like, you walk into a set nade like that, and you're just like, wow, we need to get into some custom games and do some work if you're Cloud9.
Now it's a 1v3 for Okus. Bomb gonna be down towards low couches. Dashy shows a shoulder, gets the info, and look how fast Hook and MERCULES are reacting to it. Just don't want to allow this guy any space. Don't give him a chance at clutching up this round. And the nuke holding the angle. He's able to clean up house. And OpTic now at game point. Trying to one-up it potentially here. As they're getting aggressive. Single-handedly is going to be shots. He gets picked off. So now if you have the numbers of your C9, forced him to beat you by plenty.
Yep. Don't get picked by Dashy. Little snap doesn't hit. Hyde playing close onto 10. Merc trying to isolate. And if he gets around the backside and feels like he can clear 10, that would be insane because that would be a freebie. Dashy's watching, waiting for contact. Hook still floating with the bomb behind this play. And it really just comes down to, yep, do they know Hyde's intent and how they do with Dashy falling.
And Hyde is going to be ready for the second gunfight as well. So now the nuke left in a 1v4. Great plays out of the young gun to be trapped between a rock and a hard place and walk out on top. Not going to give the nuke a chance there, and C9 Now starting to make.
This map has been controlled by OpTic pretty much through and through.
Yeah, and Cloud9 are going right back to the strategy that has hurt them, which is just taking the map. Because when you do this, you give up all the opposite sides of the map, and I don't think you're able to take the space, but you're able to find the first blood onto the nuke. Nez was able to get into bottom service, find get number 2, and has all the info here to potentially close this out clean. 1v3 for shots.
Yeah, and Shotzzy will fall. So that's like Cloud9 saying, but they don't get any kills. Shotzzy tagged, has to hold off for just a moment, and Cloud9 are going to try to re-clear mid and try to hit this post plant retake from 2 points of ingress, but MERCULES is watching that hit at mid, meaning now the dojo play needs to start to create something, and Shotzzy gets the green light, but gets hit by Encourage, so it's on to MERCULES to rotate back over to the action. Has help inside from Hook, or does he? Now it's just down to MERCULES. Pistol out, off the reload. Nade doesn't tag fully. Time on his side, but the space is not looking good. 8 seconds. Oh, he's got an angle on the bomb diffuser. What are we doing? Layers of these plays that are happening. It's almost like, okay, we did A, so we must now have the ability to get to Z without going through B and Y first. Go with me. Gotcha. Here we go. Thank you, appreciate that. Follow up though for Cloud9, decent. We'll still battle over the middle of the map.
And now Shotzzy has to be more aggressive on this flank route because he was trying to be the lead blocker over towards the B point, but with his teammates losing those fights, now C9 are the aggressors, have all the space over towards B. Not a single player from OpTic in the vicinity to try to contest this, and Cloud9 maintained them in map control and are now dominating in the kill feed.
And they have a setup to possibly relay. Let's see how they're going to calm this through as we jump over to a C9 listening.
One back door.
Hold the ball, hold the ball.
Who was close? Who was close?
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah. Bad, I got it.
Nice score, nice, thank god.
Nice, good job, bro.
I got one on the right,
Wait, spawn right.
Already on right. Shotzzy, our side, on a blue box.
Yeah, Shotzzy got me. He's back 18.
Blue van. Got him. Just stay on that.
I'm in there, Dig. Yeah,
I'm dead. Yo, one's through our right and one's our bottom ring Merc.
I'm playing through this kid in our spawn.
Merc, gotcha. Just keep playing. Weak, Nastie, they're both our side now. Like, bottom ring and, like...
My bad, I didn't mean to. There's one bottom, top ring.
Can't ball. One shot Zig.
Can't play our ring, Merc. Man, alright, bro.
They're gonna get a little longer.
Yeah, but they keep on losing their lead blocker, and MERCULES has a Hellstorm in the back pocket, but he's carrying the EMP, so he can't call this in and get the score at the same time. But this is where the reinforcements are starting to hit. 2 in favor of OpTic. You just need to get this trade under courage, and you potentially have another score, but it's the route from Nezra. Just keep them at bay. Allows your teammates back into play.
Fortunately, he cannot kill enough time for the EMP to reset, though. So very quickly, 2-2. MERCULES going to drop that. Now try to chase. Interesting. OpTic looking just to heavy stack this B lane. It's just going to be MERCULES here rotates away. So this is, yeah, OpTic choosing to chase from behind here. A lot of trust that Merc is going to be able to hold this while Shotzzy tries to get involved in the play, but he's going to be there a little bit too late. Really interesting call there by OpTic to not really enforce the middle of the map and just kind of try to play from behind the play. Allows Cloud9 to score, and with 30 seconds left, now it's just down to if they can get their way back over towards the new EMP, and Nezra's double will stop OpTic in their tracks.
Yeah, they're already in a position to try to get 4 before halftime. It's just that lead blocker, Inokus can't afford to chow at that moment. Before EMP is in your possession, before your team is even up on the map to potentially get the trade, you give up your life, but you still got Nezra here on 5 in a row. Can't predict right which way he needed to look, but ball, EMP over towards B.
Opportunity, but stops for a moment. You pick it up right before the overtime. A little bit of motion now over towards this B goal. Merc trying to chase, able to find the first cleanly. Back up top. Nice movement to give himself some elevation to play with. But Hyde off the pinch gets 2. That may not make a difference though, because up and over for a couple of weeks at most. So it's just a big challenge to put this group of players together and expect to see results against the opponents that we're dealing with today, as Okus again shows you that this guy could shoot. Just comes down to can they actually make a play as a group before.
They have an opportunity here to try to make the play, but you lose your lead blocker and encourage. So now Nezra has his hands full, has to pop a 3-piece, can only find one before falling. And now the EMP off the rotation because Hyde the entire time was just sitting nice and comfy towards top ring. If you could just get the EMP on his side, you can potentially get a score. But every single time he keeps finding a kill, so do OpTic, so they keep slowing it down.
Yeah, and they just lose Shotzzy there for a moment, who does take care of the EMP carrier. Encourage around the flank, able to at least get the shutdown, but trying to get this to score would be a different story. Yeah, and that's why MERCULES is able to take care of both of them. Good team shots in the mix. A little stuck trying to mantle, and Hive's double actually allows an opportunity just to grab and go and get this over the finish line for a 4-3 tally. So
you're expecting when we find 2 kills in our spawn, we just shut down the EMP guy. Like, you should be playing for kills. But they were the aggressors through bottom ring and capitalized on that moment to be up by 1. But OpTic looking for an instant response. Chauncey already finds 2. High's positioning is already accounted for, and you locate him, you clear out the B point, another tie game.
Yep. Pretty comfortable. 3 minutes of the clock now. Shotzzy, mid-map shut down. 2 kills for Cloud9 come through.
And now Shotzzy has the perfect crossfire setup. EMP carry is going to be 1 shot, and the knife somehow, some way, does not connect onto Ocus. But with 2 minutes left to go, OpTic now need to lock it on in. They have mid-map control. They have the EMP. They find the opening kill. Where's the lead blocker going to lead? Oh,
there it is. Yep, sure is. Should be at least. Encourage. Yeah, shut down by Shotzzy at this push through and play at B. And yeah, very wise. MERCULES will back away, not seeing an opportunity there.
Oh yeah, Shotzzy has this all cut off. He's giving the information to my teammates. They have to be stacking over towards his B point. I just chooses his timing correctly before he strikes. But OpTic are keeping them thinking. A rotation back over to the B point. Everyone is cleared on out. A 2-point lead.
Another hellstorm for Merc. 19 and 17. Shotzzy's at 30 and 20. And this has just been chaos. Although,
got it though.
Cloud9 just pick up the device and run with it. The Hellstorm doesn't really dissuade them at all from making the play, and they're just down 1 with 35 on the clock.
Oh, and they take care of MERCULES on the pinch. They already have 2 kills and the mid-map control to go with it. Now, can Ocus find an opening on the opposite side? He does not. Dashy slows them down again with a double, make it a triple. Can we get the 4-piece? Yes, I do. Big Brucey. Just being the safety net, the goalie, keeping the EMP right in front of him.
Yep, just don't allow Cloud9 to touch it, and you're going to be good to go. Nezra, last one largely left to make a play. He's found 1, but there's the team shots coming through. And OpTic will 3-0 Cloud9 New York. Got a little bit tight here in the overload, mostly thanks to the opener that Cloud9 were able to put together with 2 quick goals. But OpTic...
Feeling good. Feeling good. We did what we set out to do.
And that's it. Business as usual, right? Had a chance to speak with Dashy yesterday, mentioned Miami Heretics. Plays a little bit weird, right? Sometimes that can throw a wrench in your setup. But also, this Cloud9 New York roster is a little bit new themselves. Do you ever find it to be a little bit odd playing against them? And the reason why I say this, because Overload, you've been a very dominant Overload team. But this one went 5 and 6. It seems like the way they play set them up for a bit of a harder opponent than the other opponents you've had in the past.
Nah, yeah, definitely. They're a new team, so I guess it's not, you know, since we're practicing some of these pro teams every single day, and yeah, they're newer, so they're kind of doing some things that you're not used to, I guess. But at the same time, they played good. So yeah.
Hook, a big problem for you guys in the final and we did a breakdown on it today. You guys have got so much better there. How'd you guys fix that? Post-plant, just staying alive and clutching up those rounds.
I think it just comes down to comms, making sure we know, if you're holding this angle, like, communicating it, and it just allows us to, understand what's happening better.
Absolutely.
Hook, a really good series out of you. I kind of want to zoom out of the specifics of this matchup just because of the way it goes. I mean, y'all are one of the best teams in the game. There's really only so much I can pick your brain about here. So instead, I want to ask you kind of where this game is for you, how comfortable you're feeling on it, where it kind of lands compared to previous titles, and maybe how your teammates also feel on it too.
Yeah, this game, I feel like the more I play it, it becomes more fun. I think the movement's really fun. The maps are growing on me. Yeah, overall, I'm really enjoying it.
Hook, can we get your thoughts on Saki Hardpoint? You like it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool. It's a different pace. I mean, you're able to take some routes. You think a little bit more on that map. Yeah, I'm down to add it in if people are about it.
Sounds good. That's all I needed to hear. Thanks, man.
Sounds good. Hook, great talking to you, brother. Congratulations on your win. I'm sure you'll be back next week.
Absolutely. Appreciate you guys.
Hook getting the job done, man. I almost wanted to ask him if he was tilted during that last the search yesterday, wherever he had the the head glitch and then he looked away, the COD timing. But I was like, nah, let me take a step.